Hello everyone, I welcome you all to this massive course on Industrial Safety and Fire Safety Management. Today we will see our lecture number 10 of Module 4, that is Element of Safety Education and Training. Our goal today is to enhance your understanding of safety education and training and provide you with practical knowledge that you can apply in your workplace. Safety is our top priority, and by the end of this session, you will have a better grasp of how to keep yourself and others safe. These are the contents which we are going to discuss today. Introduction of safety education and training, industrial safety, fire safety, legal and regulatory framework, safety training and education, key components of industrial safety training, key components of fire safety training, case studies, benefits of safety training, continuous improvement and monitoring of safety education and training. At last we will see conclusion of this whole session. First, let us see introduction part. Brief overview of importance of the industrial safety and fire safety training. To emphasize the need for a safe working environment to prevent accident, injuries and loss of life. Let us see this introduction in detail. In this introduction part, we will discuss overview of industrial safety and fire safety training, like industrial processes and workplace are essential for economic growth and development. However, these environments are also inherently filled with the potential hazards that can lead to a accident, injuries and even loss of life. Industrial safety and fire safety training play a crucial role in mitigating these risks and creating a secure working environment for employees. This session will delve into a key aspects of industrial safety and fire safety training, highlighting their significance in managing a safe and productive workplace. Let us see emphasizing the need of safe working environment. Means the safety and well-being of employees should always be a top priority for any organization. A safe working environment not only protects employees from harm but also contributes to overall productivity, employee satisfaction and business continuity. Neglecting safety protocols can result in severe consequences, including first, accident and injuries. Means failure to implement proper safety measures can lead to an accident such as slip, trips, fall, machinery related injuries and chemical exposures. These incidents can result in a physical harm and long term health effects for employees. Next one is loss of life. Yes, in the rust cases, inadequate safety measures can result in a loss of life due to the accidents or fire incidents. These tragedies not only impact families and communities but also the legal and financial for the organizations. Property damage. Industrial setting often involves flammable material, machinery and equipment. Inadequate fire safety measures can lead to a devastating fires and damage property, equipment and inventory. Next one is legal and financial consequences. Non-compliances with the safety regulation can lead to a legal penalties, fines and increase the insurance cost. Additionally, accidents and fire can result in a lawsuit and compensation claims. In conclusion, industrial safety and fire safety training are not just optional practices, they are essential components of responsible business operations. By prioritizing safety through comprehensive training programs, organization can create a culture where employees are aware of potential hazards, equipped to handle emergencies, and committed to maintaining a secure work environment. The remainder of the presentation will delve into a specific of industrial safety and fire safety training, providing insights into how these programs are structured and the benefits they bring to the organization and their workers. Let us see what is industrial safety. In this industrial safety, we will cover definition of the industrial safety, importance of industrial safety in preventing workplace accidents, types of hazards in industrial settings, physical, chemical, biological, ergonomical and psychological. Example of potential accidents and injuries if proper safety measures are not followed. Let us see what is industrial safety. Industrial safety refers to the practice of implementing measures and protocols to prevent accident, injuries and health hazards within industrial environments. It encompasses a range of strategies aimed at safeguarding the well-being of employees, minimizing risk, maintaining a secure work environment in any industry such as manufacturing, constructions, mining and more. Importance of industrial safety in preventing workplace accidents. Industrial safety is a paramount because it directly affects the life and well-being of employees. Here's why it's essential. First, human lives. Means the foremost important of industrial safety is the prevention of injuries, fatalities and long-term health effects among the workers. A safe workplace prioritizes the life of its employees. Next one is employees' moral. A safe working environment boosts the employee morale and the job satisfaction. When employees feel safe, they are more engaged, motivated and productive. Next one is operational continuity. Accidents disrupt operations and cause downtime. Industrial safety ensures business continuity by minimizing interruption and maintaining productivity. Next one is legal compliances. Means non-compliances with the safety regulation can lead to legal penalties, fines and lawsuits. A strong safety program keeps the organization in compliance with the regulations. Next one is reputation. Means organization with a solid safety record earn a positive reputation for prioritizing employee welfare, attracting talent and building trust with the clients and stakeholders. Next we will see the type of various hazards in industrial settings. So these hazards include industrial environment carries various hazards that can lead to an accident and injuries. Let us see types of hazards in industrial setting. Industrial environments carries various hazards that can lead to an accident and injuries. These hazards can be categorized into several types. Let us see. First one is physical hazard. This include dangers like machinery, moving parts, electricity, severe noise and vibrations. Failure to use a proper protective measures can result in injuries like burn, electrocution or fractures. Next one is chemical hazards. Exposure to a toxic chemical gases, fumes can lead to a chemical burn, respiratory issues, skin irritations and even chronic health conditions. Next hazard is biological hazards. In industries dealing with the biological agents such as healthcare or agriculture, risk includes exposure to infectious disease or pathogens. Next one is ergonomic hazards. Poor ergonomics can lead to various types of disorders, repetitive strain injuries, backache, headaches, or other problems caused by the improper postures or lifting techniques. Next one is psychological hazards. Factors such as high stress, long working hours, and inadequate work-life balance can contribute to mental health issues among employees. Example of potential accident and injuries. Failure to implement proper safety measures can lead to various accidents and injuries in industrial settings. First is machine entanglement, means loose clothing or hair getting caught in machinery can lead to severe injuries. Next one is chemical burns. Mishandling or exposure to the corrosive chemicals can cause chemical burns and long-term health complications. Next one is falls from height. Working at elevated levels without proper fall protection can result in serious injuries including fractures and concussions. Next one is electrical shock, means incorrect handling of electrical equipment can lead to a electrical shock, burn, or even fatalities. Next one is respiratory issues, means exposure to airborne contaminants without proper respiratory protection can lead to respiratory disorders or lung disease. If we will see the conclusion of this complete section of introduction, means industrial safety is a fundamental responsibility of every organization. It goes beyond compliances. It's about caring of the well-being of the employees, safeguarding assets, and maintaining operational efficiency by addressing various types of hazards and preventing potential accidents and injuries. Organizations create a secure work environment where employees can thrive and contribute to the success of the business. Let us see fire safety. In this fire safety, we will discuss introduction of a fire safety, the rapid spread of fire in industrial setting due to flammable material and equipments, the devastating consequences of fire accidents in terms of loss of life, property, and business continuity. What is fire safety? So, fire safety encompasses a set of practices, protocols, and strategies aimed to preventing the outbreak of fires, minimizing their impact, and ensuring the safety of individuals within a given environment. In industrial setting, when the risk of fire is heightened due to the presence of flammable materials, equipment, and complex processes, effective fire safety measures can paramount. Let us see rapid spread of fire in industrial settings. The rapid spread of fire in a industrial environment is a result of several factors like flammable materials. Industrial sites often stores various flammable substances such as fuels, chemicals, solvents, and gases. These materials can ignite easily and fuel fires, leading to their rapid expansion. Next one is combustible atmosphere. The combination of flammable materials, vapors, and dust particles can create an atmosphere that promotes the swift propagation of fire once ignited. Next one is equipment and machinery, means industrial equipment generates heat, friction, and also sparks during the operation. If these all things are not properly maintained, this condition can trigger fire, especially in areas with accumulated dust or debris. Next one is complex infrastructure. Industrial facilities are typically large and complex with the interconnection systems. This complexity can hire the swift fire contaminated and evacuation efforts. Next, we will see devastating consequence of fire accidents. The aftermath of fire accidents in industrial settings can have a far-reaching consequences like loss of life. Means fires can lead to injuries and fatalities among employees, emergency responders and nearby residents. The lack of proper fire safety measures including evacuation plans and fire extinguisher knowledge increase the risk of human life. Next one is property and equipment damage. The intense heat and flames from fires can cause extensive damage to buildings, machinery and equipment. This damage translates into a substantial financial losses. Our organizations need to repair and replace critical assets. Next one is business disruption. Means industrial fires can disrupt business operation leading to production halt, supply chain interruption and derails the fulfilling customer orders. Prolonged disruption can result in financial instability and loss of the market reputation. Next one is environmental impact. Fire can release harmful pollutions into the air, soil and water. These environmental consequences can lead to regulatory fires and damage an organization reputation for sustainable practices. Legal and financial consequences. Fire related incidents can result in legal liabilities, insurance claim, fines and penalties. Therefore, organizations that fail to uphold fire safety regulation may face legal action from affected parties. If we will see conclusion of this part, fire safety, it means given the potential for immense loss of life, property and business continuity. Fire safety because a critical concern is industrial environment. Organization must implement comprehensive fire safety measures, conduct regular safety assessment and prioritize through fire safety training for employees. The forthcoming section of the presentation will delve into the specific of fire safety training and education, offering insights into the strategies and practices that can effectively mitigate the risk of fires and their consequences. Next part we will see legal and regulatory framework, means discussion of relevant laws, regulation and standards. Industrial and fire safety are subject to the range of laws, regulation and standards that are designed to ensure the safety of employees, the public and the environment. These regulations vary by country and jurisdictions, but generally cover areas such as workplace safety, hazardous materials handling, fire prevention and emergency responses. Workplace safety regulations means occupational safety and health regulation establish guidelines for creating a safe working environment. These regulations cover aspects such as hazard identification, risk assessment and the implementing of safety measures to protect employees from workplace related accident or illness. Next one is hazardous material handling, means regulations govern the proper storage, transport and disposal of hazardous material to prevent accidents and environmental contamination. Compliance with the regulation is essential to minimize the risk of fires, chemical leaks or other emergencies. Next one is fire prevention standards. Fire safety codes and standards outline requirements for the fire prevention measures including fire resistance building materials, sprinkler system, fire alarm systems, evacuation plans. These standards aim to reduce the likelihood of fires and facilitate safe evacuation in any emergency. Next one is emergency response protocols. Regulation often mandate the development and practice of emergency response plan. These plans includes procedures for evacuating employees, containing fires and coordinating with emergency services to minimize the impact of fire incidents. Let us emphasize on the role of government agencies. Government agencies plays a crucial role in forcing safety protocols and ensuring compliance with the relevant law and regulations. First one is OSHA, means Occupational Safety and Health Administration. In the United States, OSHA is responsible for setting and enforcing workplace safety regulation. OSHA conducts inspection, provide guidelines and issue fines for violation to ensuring the employees providing safe and healthy working conditions. Next one is Environmental Protection Agencies. These agencies oversees regulations related to hazardous material and environmental protection. They monitor the handling, storage and disposal of hazardous substances to prevent pollution and environmental harm. Next one is fire departments and fire marshals. Local fire departments and fire marshals enforce fire safety codes and regulation within their jurisdictions. They conduct inspection, approve building plans and ensure that fire prevention measures are in place. If we will see its conclusion of this whole part means a solid understanding of a legal and regulatory framework is a crucial for organization to ensure compliance and maintain a safe working environment. Government agencies ensure and enforce this regulation to hold organizations accountable for their safety practices and to minimize the risk of accident, injuries and fires. The next section of this presentation will delve deeper into a training and education program that help organization meet these regulatory requirements and develop a culture of safety consequences. Let us see our part of safety education and training. In this part, we will cover importance of proper safety training and education. Next, training program tailored to specific industries and risk, element of effective safety training, hazard recognition, emergency response and equipment handling, etc. First one is importance of proper safety education and training. Creating a safety consequences workplace is a fundamental aspect to maintaining a secure industrial environment. Proper training and education are vital component in achieving this goal. When employees are well informed and trained in safety protocols, they become more aware of potential hazards, more proficient in handling emergencies and more committed to preventing accidents. Next one is training program tailored to specific industries and risk, elements of effective safety and training. To ensure that safety training is effective and impactful, it should be incorporate the following elements like hazard recognition, teaching employees to identify potential hazard in their work environments help prevent accident before they occur. Next one is emergency responses. equipping employees with the knowledge of how to respond during emergencies such as fire, chemical spills, and medical incidents is crucial for minimizing damage and ensuring a swift, organized responses. Next one is equipment handling. Proper training on the use of machinery, tools, and equipment reduces the risk of accidents caused by the improper operation or maintenance. Next one is safety protocols and procedures. Clean guidelines for safety protocols such as logout, tagout systems, confined space entry, evacuation procedures ensure consistent adherence of a safety practices. Next one is communication skill. Effective communication during emergency is a vital. Training is a conveying accurate and timely information to colleagues, supervisors, and emergency services can make a significant differences. Interactive learning means engaging methods such as hands-on exercise, simulations, and scenario-based training help employees understand real-world applications of safety protocols. If I conclude this complete section, it means training and education are not one-time events but ongoing process. Continuous learning ensures that employees are up to date with the latest safety standard and practices. Next, let us see the key components of fire safety training. Fire prevention techniques means housekeeping. Housekeeping means keeping a whole place clean and organized, minimize the accumulation of flammable material and reduces the fire risk. Next one is electrical safety means educating employees should proper use of electrical equipments, avoiding overloading circuits, and promptly addressing faulty wiring can prevent electrical fires. Next one is smoking policy. If applicable, establish designated smoking areas and educate employees about safe smoking practices. Next one is hot work procedures means teach safe procedures for tasks that involve open flames, sparks, and heat sources. Fire extinguishers types and its uses. Types of fire extinguisher. Train employees to identify different types of fire extinguisher that may be water type, foam type, CO2 type, or dry chemical powder type. The appropriate use of class A, B, C, D and K type of fires, and train them as a past techniques to use fire extinguisher. Instruct on a proper use of extinguisher using the past techniques: pull, aim, squeeze and sweep. Train the employees when to evacuate means emphasize that if a fire becomes uncontrollable, employees should prioritize their safety and evacuate instead of attempting to extinguish the fires. Next one is evacuation plan and drills. Emergency escape routes. Make sure employees and familiarize with the designed escape routes, assembly areas and the primary and secondary exits paths. Next one is evacuation procedure. Train employee on the correct way to exit the building during the fire emergency, including procedures for helping individuals with mobility challenges. Next one is fire drills. Regularly conduct fire drills to ensure that employees are well practiced in evacuating the premises swiftly and safely. Next one is communication protocol during an fire emergency. Raising the alarm. Teach employees how to activate fire alarms, ensuring everyone in the building is alerted. Notifying authorities. Instruct on the importance of promptly notifying emergency services once the fire is detected. Accountability. Train employees to report their safe evacuation to a designated person to account for everyone's safety. If we will conclude this section, fire safety training equips employees with the essential knowledge and skill to prevent, respond to and manage fire emergency effectively. By focusing on fire preventing techniques, proper uses of fire extinguisher, understanding evacuation plan and procedures and stabilizing communication protocols, organization can greatly reduce the impact of fire incidents. Next, if I talk about the case studies, so real world example of industrial accident and fires. Illustrating the real consequences of industrial accident and fires is a powerful way to underscore the importance of safety training. By examining past incidents, organization can gain insight into how inadequate safety measures can lead to a disaster. Here are couple of case studies. First one, a Deepwater Horizon oil spill which happened in 2010. Incident was an explosion and subsequent fire on a Deepwater Horizon oil rig in the Gulf of Mexico led to one of the largest environmental disasters in history. Impact was the explosion caused and deaths of 11 workers and release of millions of barrels of oil into a Gulf, devastating marine life and ecosystems. Lesson learned was inadequate safety practices, lack of proper equipment maintenance and ineffective emergency response planning contributed to this disaster. Proper safety training and preparedness could have prevented or minimized the severity of this incident. Conclusion of this case study served as a powerful reminder of the importance of safety training. They illustrate the stark contrast between the potential consequences of inadequate preparedness and the positive outcomes achieved through proper training and adherence of safety protocols. Benefits of safety training. Safety training reduces the accident rate and injuries. It improved the employee morale and satisfaction. It enhanced the productivity and business continuity. It ensures the compliances with the regulation leading to the potential legal and financial benefits. Next one is continuous improvement and monitoring. The need of ongoing safety education and training means safety education and training are not one-time event but rather ongoing process. Industries involves new hazards, emergency and regulation changes. To ensure the continuously safe work environment, employee must review continuous education and training to stay informed about the latest safety protocols, procedures and techniques. If I conclude this part, means continuous improvement and monitoring are crucial components of a comprehensive safety strategies. By emphasizing ongoing safety education, conducting regular audits, cultivating a culture of safety, organization demonstrated their unwavering commitment to maintaining a secure work environment. If we will see a complete conclusion of today's session, so it covers importance of industrial safety and fire safety training, call to action of companies to prioritize safety through training, education and strong safety culture. And also industrial safety and fire safety training are a pillar upon which a resilient and thriving workplace is built. The well-being of employees and protection of assets and the overall success of organization hinge on a commitment of safety. Dear learners, in upcoming lectures we will see the methods of safety education and training. I hope you enjoy this session. Thank you.